William Ruto is currently at the coast campaigning for the next election. And if you look at the rallies he has so far held in Mombasa and in Kilifi, he's trying very desperately through the mainstream media and even through his team to create an impression that the opposition strongholds are now embracing him. That's what Ruto has been trying very desperately to create. But if you look at things very diligently on the ground, that's not the case per se. The ground is still very hostile to Ruto. Let's have a look at a very interesting incident that happened in Mombasa. Have a look at this.
Haya, mwizi anataka kupita. Mwizi ako Mombasa, mwizi ako Mombasa. Mwizi ashafika. Haya, ona. Mwizi ashafika. Mwizi. Haya, mwizi. Bado mwizi ako nyuma, bado hajapita. Mwizi ametayarisha CS wote, wezi wote. Huyo mwizi. Akapi? Kwa mwizi huyo mwizi. Mwizi amepita sasa hivi. Mwizi huyo.
Those are Mombasa residents. And I can hear somebody there saying mwizi ndio huyo anapita. Mwizi ndio huyo. That proves it to me that as much as William Ruto is trying very desperately to create an impression that is now welcomed in some opposition strongholds, that might not be the case. And it never stopped there. We have also been sent some clips of some paid goons who are mobilized, paid to cheer up Ruto in Mombasa, fighting for the loot. They seem to be fighting for the payment. Have a look at this. Those are the paid goons who are seen cheering up Ruto in Mombasa. They are now fighting for payment. That again confirms that the crowd we saw in Mombasa cheering up Ruto, a section of that crowd might have been a mobilized, paid up crowd to cheer Ruto. And we know that there were also some curious onlookers who wanted to see who Ruto is. I want us to put all that into perspective for Kenyans to see in clear terms what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. What does all that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Let me start by saying this. We've seen Raila Odinga saying something today, and tomorrow he's saying a completely different thing as per the relationship between him and William Ruto and his government. Raila so far clarified that as ODM or as Azimio, they don't have any agreement to work with the Ruto. If you look at things diligently, it might be possible Raila Odinga was aware that the 4 ODM leaders were going to join the government, but it's clear they don't have a written agreement. I think that's something very clear. So why is Raila Odinga flip-flopping? I believe Raila Odinga knows Ruto's government will eventually fail. Raila Odinga does not want to be part of Ruto's government's failures. And I'm saying that because we now know Ruto is the problem. And as long as he remains the president, the new cabinet secretaries cannot help salvage the situation. Even in the past cabinet, the one that is sacked, we were told decisions were being made at State House Nairobi. And the principal secretaries were being used by State House to undermine the cabinet secretaries. As things are, the principal secretaries are still intact. And most definitely, William Ruto will still use them to run their respective ministries. So the cabinet secretaries are just there to be seen, but not to be heard. So as long as Ruto remains the president, the cabinet secretaries, the Mbadis, Opio Wandais, Johos, or Paranyas might not achieve much. Decisions will be made at State House, and those decisions will be implemented by the PSS, William Ruto's principal secretaries. So Raila does not want to impress William Ruto because, after all, he knows Ruto is the president. This is his government. He cannot control him or direct Ruto on what Ruto should do. So Raila is just trying to distance himself in order not to be part of the failures of Ruto's government. Because I'm very sure, as time goes by, the situation is only but going to worsen. And I won't be wrong to say that Kenyans again will take to the streets, and it might be worse than the first phase we have so far seen. Kenyans will most definitely still take to the streets if William Ruto himself does not change. That should send a message to Raila Odinga supporters. They should not embrace Ruto that fast. They should adopt a wait and see kind of an approach. Just as Raila Odinga is not embracing William Ruto per se, his supporters should equally not embrace Ruto per se. Ruto cannot be trusted. He's still the same person. Ruto never fulfills any promise he made. We know that Ruto in broad daylight promised that he was going to cut budget on the First Lady and Second Lady's office. A few days ago, we saw Parliament rejecting that budget cut. Parliament is not independent. It's being controlled from State House Nairobi. So it's obvious William Ruto instructed Parliament to reject the budget cuts. That again means William Ruto has made an abandon on his initial plan to cut budgets to First Lady and Second Lady offices. So Ruto gave a hot air promise to Kenyans and to the Gen Zs. Ruto can't be trusted. So as new supporters should not embrace William Ruto that fast. It's still too early to embrace William Ruto. And again, they should not attack the Gen Zs. Maybe it's the Gen Zs again who will save them from a William Ruto's betrayal and oppression. Equally to the Gen Zs, they should not be attacking Raila Odinga and his supporters because, again, you don't know. Maybe it's Raila Odinga and his supporters again who will save the Gen Zs from William Ruto's persecution and oppression. From where I sit, I still maintain, and this is something I keep on saying in this forum, Raila Odinga and the Gen Zs are speaking the same language. Let there be respect between Raila and the Gen Zs. I still believe strongly they are speaking the same language. And from what we are seeing in Mombasa, that confirms William Ruto is still using propaganda to further his political interests. He's desperately trying to create an impression that the people have now embraced him. And that has been William Ruto's strategy and style of playing politics, creating false impressions using propaganda. I don't think the ground has embraced William Ruto per se. It's either William Ruto to change or let him prepare to perish. The people might be silent and cool today, but you don't know what they'll do tomorrow. I'm saying that because nobody expected or even imagined that Kenyans could storm and occupy parliament. So as William Ruto moves around the country campaigning, he should know Kenyans are still keenly looking at him and following his moves. And if he fails to listen to the people, then there will be an eruption very soon. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, Drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. The Mombasa incident confirms William Ruto might be mobilizing and buying crowds to create an impression that the country is embracing him once more. And we've seen goons there fighting for payment. A confirmation that indeed it's true, people were mobilized, paid to cheer up Ruto. Thank you.